Welcome back to the movie Draft House. I'm yours, Mark, and we got a one-off for you today. I'm gonna be running down the running down, um, but I'm gonna be listing what movies and what actors I think and what directors I think are going to be nominated for Academy Awards this year. And when the time of this is released on Monday, January 22nd, right? That's Monday, right? Yeah, Monday, January 22nd. The Oscar nominations will announce on Tuesday, the 23rd. I think it's the 23rd. Yeah, January 23rd. So, I'm a big Oscar watcher, Oscar nomination watcher. I listen to podcasts and I dive into. I follow people on social media that are very good at predicting these types of things, and so, and throughout this week, my 5-minute reviews are going to center on films that I think are going to be nominated for Best Picture. So, without further ado, we're going to run them down. I don't know how long this episode will be, so I apologize if you came here looking for a 5-minute review and it's a little longer than that. But we'll start with Best Picture. So there's every year there's between 9 and 12 films that seriously contend for Best Picture. And this year, I think it's a little less. I think there's probably 7 locks for Best Picture nomination. And then everything else is just kind of like a, grab bag. But you've got Killers of the Flower Moon, directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro, Lily Gladstone. Who else is in the movie? There's a ton of people in the movie. That's a lock. It's got a ton of buzz. It's been getting tons of nominations and some wins around in other awards shows. Namely for cast, like best ensemble, best cast, and so it's a really good movie too. But that's a lock. Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan's latest film. Once again, huge ensemble. It's getting buzz for Cillian Murphy. He's probably the front runner for Best Actor. But that's a lock, and you've got a cast. RDJ, he's I think the front runner for Best Supporting Actor. Christopher Nolan, I don't know if he's the front runner for Best Director, but he's going to be nominated. So that's a lock. And then we start getting into films that will be nominated, but I don't know if they really stand a chance for Best Picture. But the next one is Poor Things. I haven't seen it just simply because I just haven't gotten around to it. But directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, I'm sorry. Starring Emma Stone, Mark Ruffalo, William Dafoe. Who else is in that movie? Remy Youssef and some other folks. But Emma Stone, I think, is the front runner for Best Actress. If she's not, she's right there. And Willem Dafoe is getting a lot of love for Best Supporting Actor. In that, and Mark Ruffalo is probably getting nominated for Best Actor. So that's another one. Next is Barbie, of course, right? Even though it came out back in the summer, it's the staying power of Barbie. It's available streaming now. It's Greta Gerwig. She's very loved in Hollywood circles, especially at award season. Written in part by Noah Baumbach, starring Margot Robbie. She's going to get nominated for Best Actress. Ryan Gosling going to get nominated for Best Supporting. I thought he would be the front runner for Best Supporting, but he's not. He hasn't been getting that much love in the other award shows. Issa Rae, Kate McKinnon, America Ferrera, who are the other people? Simu Liu. I mean, all these folks. So I think that's a lock. What the other one? The Holdovers. Who directed? I just watched that. But it stars Paul Giamatti. He's getting. He might be the front runner for Best Actor. He's been winning, cleaning up at all the award shows. But it's directed by Alexander Payne. He directed the film Nebraska. I think he's been nominated once or twice before. But Divine Joy Randolph, she's newer to the awards focus here, and she's getting a lot of love for Best Supporting Actress. And then, so that's really the only things. Alexander Payne hasn't really been. He might get nominated for Best Director. But, so is that 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my 5th one. Another film getting a lot of love that a lot of people are predicting, I haven't seen it, is the film American Fiction. And it's getting a lot of love. It stars Jeffrey Wright. He's probably going to get nominated for Best Actor. Directed by Cord Jefferson. Also starring Tracy Ellis Ross, John Ortiz, Keith David, and Sterling K. Brown is getting a lot of love nomination wise at other award shows for Best Supporting Actor. So I think that one's pretty close to a lock. That's 6. I'm gonna go with Maestro as my 7th. It's I don't know, like Bradley Cooper might get nominated for Best Actor. I don't know. Carey Mulligan I don't think will get nominated for Best Actress. Or Best Supporting Actress. No, she'd be Best Actress. But also, I don't know how you can nominate a film but not nominate the director. And I don't know if Bradley Cooper gets nominated for Best Director. So I don't know. Maestro might not be something that I don't know. Maestro's in a weird spot, I think. But it was a good movie. Look out for my review. That's coming this week. The movie Past Lives is I haven't seen it. I think it's a foreign film. No, maybe not. Maybe it's not a foreign film. I don't know. But anyways, it's Celine Song directs it. Yeah, I think it is a foreign film. But it's getting a lot of love at other award shows. It's got predominantly an Asian cast. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Anatomy of a Fall is another one. So that's a thriller. I haven't seen it, but it stars Sandra Hüller. Directed by Justine Triet. I don't know. I don't know, man. This is another foreign one. I think The Color Purple gets in the remake because it's got a really good ensemble. Who directed that? Who directed it? Oh God, Blitz Bazawoo. I don't know. It's the first time I've ever said that name. It's getting a lot of love, but that might be a push in. So that's like 8 or 9. I think Saltburn stands. I think that might be. It's gotten a lot of social media buzz recently in the past month. May December is another one that I could see sneaking in, even though I really did not like that movie. I didn't like the performances, and I didn't like the style. Zone of Interest is another foreign film that a lot of people really love. I haven't seen it, but I just don't know. I don't know. It'd be cool if Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse snuck in. I don't know. It wasn't as good as the first one. The first one didn't get nominated for Best Picture, so I think that's an outside chance. But let's run them down. Oppenheimer, Barbie, Poor Things, The Holdovers, American Fiction, Maestro, The Color Purple. That's 8. Did I say American Fiction? I think I did. Past Lives is probably the 9th, and then the 10th kind of a throw up. Anyways, Best Director, Nolan, Scorsese, Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things. So we got Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon, Poor Things. Greta Gerwig's getting nominated. I don't think she can win, but Barbie. And then I think it's going to be Alexander Payne for The Holdovers. I didn't love the movie as much as other folks did, but still a good film. And, Paul Giamatti, if it gets nominated for Paul Giamatti and Best Picture and Best Editing, that's usually a precursor to who's got the inside track at Best Directors, who also gets nominated for Best Editing. But I can see Bradley Cooper sneaking in. That's really it. Everybody else is kind of like way in the back. So you got Nolan, Lanthimos, Scorsese, Gerwig, and Payne. Those are your 5. Best Actor. All right, Cillian Murphy, he's a given for Oppenheimer. Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers, he's a given. Everybody loves. I haven't seen the movie Rustin, but I've heard everybody loves Coleman Domingo's performance. He's been getting nominated in other award circuits, or award show circuits. So we'll give him the 3rd. I think DiCaprio sneaks in. I really liked his performance in The Killers of the Flower Moon. I think he sneaks in. And then Jeffrey Wright. I don't know if Bradley Cooper. A lot of people say. I think it's either Cooper or Domingo. I don't think both of them make it. I think DiCaprio, you almost have to. Like this performance is better than some of the other performances that he's been nominated for. So I think you just have to nominate. You have to nominate him. Other than that, so I think it's Murphy, Giamatti, Jeffrey Wright, Leonardo DiCaprio, and then either Coleman Domingo or Bradley Cooper. Best Actress, Lily Gladstone's a given. Actually, that was more of a supporting actress. I don't know. She probably gets the Best Actress nomination, but her screen time was very supporting actress-esque. Emma Stone, so Gladstone, Emma Stone for Poor Things. Margot Robbie. I think Annette Bening gets in. The film Nyad. It's much forgotten. It went straight to Netflix and stars not Natalie Portman. Why do I blank on her name? Anyways, I think Annette Bening. I think she sneaks in. I don't think she has no chance of winning, but I think she sneaks in. I mean, it's a movie of her swimming. She swims the entire movie. But Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon, Emma Stone, Poor Things, Margot Robbie, Barbie, Annette Bening, Nyad, and then probably maybe Carey Mulligan, or a lot of people love Sandra Hüller's performance in Anatomy of a Fall. I think it's Mulligan or Hüller. I think Annette Bening is almost. I think she's the sneaky one. Best Supporting Actor: RDJ for Oppenheimer, Robert De Niro, Killers of the Flower Moon, Ryan Gosling for sure for Barbie, Mark Ruffalo for Poor Things, and then I think Sterling K. Brown takes the fifth. Willem Dafoe and Mark Ruffalo they're cannibalizing each other here. I don't think you're not going to nominate two people from that movie in Best Supporting. One or the other gets it, and I think it's Mark Ruffalo. So RDJ, Robert De Niro, Ryan Gosling. I think it ends up being Mark Ruffalo and Sterling K. Brown. Best Supporting Actress is Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers. Emily Blunt's getting a lot of love for her role in Oppenheimer. Jodie Foster, that's who it was. Naiad's going to sneak in with multiple nominations in the acting categories, I think. So Divine Joy Randolph, Emily Blunt, Jodie Foster. I don't know who else. Danielle Brooks, maybe, for The Color Purple. That's 4. I don't know. Penelope Cruz, maybe, for Ferrari. Although she's getting nominated elsewhere, but I don't know. I'm not going to go through screenplay just because that's kind of it. But those are the big ones. So let me know in the comments if you're watching this on a Monday, or roast me in the comments after the nominations come out. Tell me how wrong I was. I'm going to, before the Oscars, I'm going to get around to seeing all these movies. But look out for my review of Killers of the Flower Moon this week, my review of The Holdovers, my review of Poor Things. That's 1, 2, 3. That'll be it for this week. And then maybe next week I'll dive into some of the others. But don't forget to hit the subscribe button when it pops up so you don't miss any future content here on the podcast. And if you want to follow the podcast on all your favorite social media platforms, we're at Movie Draft House. You can find us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, right here on YouTube. We're doing big things. Give us a follow, like, and subscribe. Don't forget, the podcast releases weekly, every Thursday on your favorite podcast streaming platform. We're on Google Podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere you get your podcast, we're right there. And we'll catch you next time.